All right, everyone. Come on in, come on in. For anybody new here, hi, I'm Maggie, your substitute teacher. I'd like to welcome you to yet another struggle cooking class. Dishwasher is running, so forgive the background noise. This is really me at home. I am not a professional chef, nor am I a professional YouTuber. I'm just a mom and a home cooker sharing my love of food on my health and wellness journey with you all. Today, we are making something that came up in my feed for a rice baby. Wild rice. I don't know. We'll see. So it's a rice substitute that I've never seen before and I've never heard of before. But we're going to make it because that's never stopped me, and we're going to try it together. So this is going to be a vegetarian and maybe even vegan recipe that we're going to do in the live. Shout out to my meatitarians. Jurgen, I see you. We are also going to start a slow cooker pulled pork recipe. I don't have time to make the whole thing now because it's an 8-hour recipe, but I'm going to show it to you all. We're going to start it and we'll put the slow cooker behind me, and then we're going to get started on the rice. So I'll only eat the rice right now, and then I'll give you guys some pictures of the pulled pork later. All right. So we are going to take attendance. If you would like to be counted present, feel free to announce yourself. However, if you prefer to watch quietly from the clouds and you know who you are always welcome here. We are the happy, wholesome, family-friendly side of YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Y'all don't stop. All right, let's see if we can get through everybody. Estavia, Wanda, Kimberly, Lubeg, Dor, Andrea, User, Gloria, NT, Zappy, Val, Tone, Sylvia, Mary, OG Grandma, Karen, Helen, Big Pants, User, Rena, Too Much Honey, Mama and Jack, Ernest, Nabila, Nate, oh my goodness, y'all, Deborah, Gemini, Des, Dwight, Amanda says good afternoon. Hello, sweetheart. Angela, Sess, Linda, Ruth, Adorvi, and Mary Elizabeth. Shout out to y'all on TikTok. I'm playing around with downloading my lives and then uploading them. TikTok does not make it easy. It doesn't auto-save the lives. I've got to download them, and they have to be under an hour and then upload them. It's a lot. But if you all want to have access to the live form content after, let me know. You can drop a comment. Hello, Deborah. Good morning. On IG, we have Ukunde. Thank you so much for being here. As always, those of you all on Instagram and TikTok, you can come over to teachablemomentswithmaggie.com where you can find me full screen. All right. Over here, we got Jurgen. Shout out to Germany. Jurgen is always here with his plate. Shout out to our European scholars. We got Christina in the house, Michael Wendy in the house, and Bonnie in the house. All right, everyone, let's clean the counters, clean our hands, get a uniform on, and get this pulled pork started. All right. This can be, I don't know, roast, or it can be chicken breast or whatever you like. But I saw like a root beer pulled pork recipe for sandwiches. Let me know if y'all want to see it. Hello, TJ. Thank you so much for being here. All right. So you all know I like to cook everything for you fresh. I start with a clean counter and nothing prepared. You know, I could have one of those like presto changeo, it's already done, but you know, I don't know about y'all, but I try these recipes and I'm like, why doesn't mine come out like that? So I like to do it together. All right, let's clean hands. All right, everyone. So before we get started on our rice recipe, hello, Free Spirit Music. Thank you for their hearts. So this came up, I think, on my device over there. This is a Food Network recipe for root beer pulled pork. What in the world? Let me see if there's a video. But I'm just going to get the slow cooker out, and I'm going to show you all what this is, if I can find it. Let's see. Let's see, do I have it saved? Food Network root beer pulled pork. All right, I don't know if they have a video, but we have a pork loin that we are going to put in the slow cooker and let it just do its thing. So we're only going to do step one. Ah, there's a video here. So I'll let this play. We're not doing the whole thing today, but you all might be interested. Okay, so for this recipe, I'm going to get the ingredients out while it's doing its thing. So it says 1 pork tenderloin or roast, about 2 pounds cut in half. So I got a pork tenderloin in the giveaway box that I don't want to waste. So we're going to use that. And step 1 is literally place the pork tenderloin or roast in the bottom of a slow cooker, sprinkle with the seasoning salt. All right. So I'll have, oh, there it is. Make it big so you all can see. Yeah, it won't go. Okay. So we're going to sprinkle with seasoning salt. And then here's the other thing, y'all. Thank you for the hearts. Pour the root beer and liquid smoke over the top. Place the lid on the slow cooker and cook on low for 8 hours. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. So I have a crock pot. Well, let me get my uniform on first. Shout out to the Maggie merch, Teachable Moments with Maggie.com. So I don't know if y'all can see what's happening here. All right. Has anybody ever used, I guess it's like a beer chicken or a beer something. I don't know. So what do we need? Christina says, I'm going to cook some chicken in the air fryer tonight for the first time. You're excited. I'm excited for you. I think the air fryer would change your life. Okay. We need a crock pot or slow cooker. Hello, Tanya, and hello, Mirvi. All right. So those of y'all that are here for rice, never fear. We're just going to get this crock pot started. And if this rice is good, hopefully it is, then I will have a second portion later on with a little bit of pulled pork on it. All right. So I just got a regular old school crock pot, the one with the dial. So I'm going to take off the top and I'm going to take out the container and I'm going to plug this up behind me and we'll let it stay over here after we get our ingredients in. All right. Hopefully that works. All right. So one little kitchen hack for you all. I don't know if you all have ever seen these, but I love these kitchen gadgets. I don't know if this is going to fit, but Reynolds makes these slow cooker liners for easy cleanup. You can put this in your crock pot and then put your ingredients in there so that it's easier cleanup. Now we'll see if this will fit. This looks like a pretty big crock pot, so I don't know. But it looks like a little plastic bag, but it's the size of a plastic bag that will fit in here. Some of y'all might say this is a little too like sanitary or, clinical looking. I understand, but this will withstand the heat. You can obviously just cook in the container and then, wash it out well, but this gives you a little bit of help on the cleanup. And y'all know I love a little hack. All right. So we have our slow cooker lined and ready to go. Christina says, I made meatball with Dr. Pepper before in the crock pot. I'm glad you told me that because I have never used soda. I just placed an order and I had her get some just regular Publix root beer. I wasn't thinking about it. I should have gotten like diet root beer. If anybody knows, will these soda recipes work with diet sodas? So I got the full flavor. There's a part of me that's like, I don't drink soda like that, but we're going to give it a try. All right. I'm sure it's like the color and the flavor and everything kind of helps it kind of caramelize. All right. So I have a pork loin. And I should have taken this out. It's cold to the touch. This is a Hormel peppercorn pork loin that came in the giveaway box. I'm looking at this and it's 18 ounces. A pound is 16 ounces. So this is just a pound by itself. The recipe calls for 2 pounds. So since we have a pound of meat, like we said yesterday, we're going to half this down. All right. So number 1 is place the pork tenderloin in the bottom of the slow cooker. So let's see if we can open this up and just set it in. those of y'all that are busy moms or anybody who's busy, slow cooker is a great way to cook. You can set it and forget it. I have one. I don't use it as often as I should because I like to come in here and get in the food. Clearly, I like to eat. Christina says diet soda definitely works. Thank you for telling me that. I will remember that next time. I was a little slow on the giddy up. We got Greg's VFX in the house. Good to see you. All right. Don't want it to splatter me. All right, I'm just gonna squeeze this out. So this pork loin is already seasoned, but I'm gonna go ahead and follow this recipe anyway. Some of y'all don't eat pork, that is fine. Do what works for you. I eat it sparingly, but again, this could be chicken breast. This could be whatever meat that you want. It could be chuck roast. But they say pork loin is a really good lean meat if you want a lean protein. All right. So this is what we have so far. Just a peppercorn pork roast. Kind of pork loin. Smells good. All right. Let me clean my hands since we have raw meat. All right. So now we're going to half everything else. So sprinkle with the seasoning salt. So we're going to do, it says a tablespoon, so we just need like a half tablespoon. And I don't think I have seasoning. I don't think I have seasoning salt, but you could do whatever all-purpose seasoning you want. I'm going to use the Greek's all-purpose because this has salt in it. So this is a tablespoon. So we're going to do a half of this. All right. And again, it already came seasoned. So we got some seasoning here. I'm just going to liberally kind of coat it. All right. So we've got that. Oh, it smells good. Pour the root beer and liquid smoke, cover it, and we're done. All right. So root beer. How much root beer? I don't know. It says 1 can, 12 ounces. So I need half a can. So we need 6 ounces of root beer. I only needed a can, but you can't really buy like a can. So this is just Publix regular root beer. Hello, Brenda. And hello, T3. Greg says, good to see you too. I can stream. You can stay in the stream today. You got a 5-day weekend off school. Congratulations. I try to keep our lunchtime lessons to about an hour, y'all, because I know everybody's got stuff to do. Tonight, I'll be streaming with Lucy. Luke Hazley and I will be doing another Ask Us Anything. Lucy and I have founded the Finishing School for the Modern Woman. If you are a woman who is struggling with relaxing and being feminine, if you need to feel like you got to run everything, we have lots of classes and opportunities for you. Go to teachablemomentswithmaggie.com. You can find out all about it. All right, so we are very happy. We are currently in session. Next session will be in January. You can go to the link and add your name to the wait list. All right, so 6 ounces of root beer. Let's see, keep that going for y'all. And this is just regular store brand. You know, I haven't had soda, and I save soda for like going to the movies. Soda and popcorn. All right. So we're just halving everything. It calls for a 12-ounce can, but we're doing half of everything. So we need 6 ounces of root beer. Where are the kids? Make them a root beer float. The boys love a root beer float. Get that cold with some vanilla ice cream. All right, so I'm just pouring the root beer. That's so weird. All around the pork loin. Greg's wants root beer. You can have it. Y'all know I don't need it. I don't even really drink soda like that. And the last ingredient is liquid smoke, which I do have. And it says 4 ounces of liquid smoke. Since we're doing half, we need 2 ounces, okay? Ooh, ooh, ooh. I knocked over my oil. Eesh. mess, but I'll clean it up. All right, so I have liquid smoke. This is an interesting ingredient. It just gives you kind of a smoky flavor in whatever you're cooking. And I was like, you know what, this has been sitting over there for a while. So let's get 2 ounces of this, and then we will set it and forget it, and then move over to our rice. Rice. All right, let's see if we can open this up. Starting these things is the hardest, and I don't keep nails. Y'all. Happy, what is it? Tuesday? No, Wednesday. Wednesday. Woo! Hope everybody's doing well. Let me just do this away from it so I don't get any little pieces of plastic. There we go. All right, so we need 2 ounces of liquid smoke. The African wolf is here saying Feliz miércoles. Happy Wednesday to you. Okay, finally. Good. Googly moogly. 2 ounces. Ooh. It smells like a really concentrated barbecue. And I guess that's what it's supposed to. So 2 ounces of liquid smoke. So I'll just pour that. And we're going to put this in here. Cook on low for 8 hours. I have this on high, so let's put this on low. All right, it's starting to get warm. So that's it. So we're gonna put this pork loin in and let it do its thing. Just 3 ingredients, the pork loin with salt, root beer, and liquid smoke. All right, so I'm putting the top on here. I'm gonna set it in the crock pot. All right, so 8 hours. It's 12 o'clock, my time. So tonight at 8, when Lucy and I go, this will be done. So if y'all see me with a plate of pork loin, you'll know. All right, everyone. Good morning, Felicia. I'm doing well, my dear. Thank you for asking. Okay, so now let's get to the rice recipe. See, I almost did this. Do not gesture with do not gesture with utensils. That's your unsolicited etiquette and elegance tip, because you can really hurt yourself or somebody else. All right, y'all. So I saw another recipe come up in my YouTube from the Keto twins. I am not keto. Keto works, so a lot of people like it. Keto also allows you to have dairy, and you all know I am sugar-free, dairy-free, and gluten-free. Dairy for me is cow dairy. Define it in a way that works for you. I just know what I can eat. So I use sugar substitutes, dairy substitutes, and gluten substitutes. So, pretty much, low carb. So I don't really eat rice like that. I love it. If you can have rice, please have some for me. Coming from an African family, Asian communities, Latin communities, so many of us have rice as a staple, and it is a wonderful food. But clearly I've had enough of it. So I wanted to see, especially with the holidays coming up, if this could be a good substitute for like rice and beans or rice and gravy. Have I made this before? No. Has that ever stopped me? No. All right, so let me show you guys what it is. Let's rinse this out. So I'm very excited. It's like a little experiment. We're going to try something new together. All right, so 8 hours on the pulled pork. If anybody wants the recipe, let me know, but this is Food Network root beer pulled pork sandwich. For the rest of that recipe, once it's cooked down soft, you shred. You can get 2 forks and shred the pork loin, and then you put it in like barbecue sauce of your choice. Of course, I would use a sugar-free. We could wrap it up in tortillas. If you can eat buns, put it in buns. You could make like a slaw, like a salad, all kind of stuff. That would be a good, if you're a meal prepper, that would be a good one to have down for the week, and you could eat in variety ways. Okay, so I'm going to play the Keto Twins video, and I'm just going to show you all the recipe that we're using. So I'll just let this play here. Y'all see all these ridiculous dances I've been watching. All right. So the video, if you all want it, it is from Keto Twins, and this came up in my feed. We found our new favorite keto rice replacement. I was like, wow. Now, you all know I've done a lot of cauliflower rice recipes, which I love. Hello, Eagle. Hello, Vert. I've used cauliflower rice as a great substitute. You can buy it frozen. You can make your own from fresh. You can grate your head of cauliflower. But I thought this might be fun to try. So the recipe that they have in here is, and I put the link in the description. It's from Ruled Me. Okay. So this is the recipe that I put in the description: keto mushroom wild rice pilaf. So that's the recipe. Keto Twins did their version of it. I'm going to do my version of it. So we'll just let this play and do its thing, and then we'll get the ingredients out and see how we like this rice. Okay? You all can check. I'm trying to get it lined up. You know me and my OCD. Christina says it's so good when you add a little barbecue sauce and a little Dr. Pepper in ribs or whatever. So that's great, y'all. Use your slow cooker and, put your soda in there. Christina says diet works as well. Winnie says, good morning, Maggie. Have a blessed day. Thank you so much. And thank you, Winnie, for the rose. Thank you for the rose. I appreciate you, sweetheart. The Beautiful Life says, what's good people? Hashtag keep cooking mags. Thank you so much. Jurgen says, it's not that easy for us to get root beer here in the country, maybe in bigger cities. If you can't do root beer, I don't know if you have maybe Dr. Pepper or like a heavier cola, that would probably do the same thing. I don't know where root beer comes from, and y'all know I don't drink this stuff, but the boys they get it from their dad. They love having root beer floats with dad, so we allow that. Okay. So for this keto mushroom wild rice pilaf, the main ingredient is hemp seeds. What are hemp seeds? I don't know. We're going to find out together. So I placed a Walmart order and this big mamma jamma came. All right. So y'all can see it's like one of those big seasoning, like my Old Bay. All right. So y'all know these big seasonings. So it's like one of those. I have never had hemp seeds before. Apparently it's a superfood. What's good about it? I don't know. Science. Y'all can look it up, but it's got all that good stuff in there. All right. So that's going to be our rice substitute. Bert says your wife loves the keto. Okay, wonderful. I'm glad. A lot of people do really well with it. God bless you. I get a lot of inspiration from keto recipes. Juju says, Maggie, the substitute teacher, I don't see the rest of it, but thank you. We got Shantia in the house. She says, hello, my dear. Yes, it's science, y'all. I don't know. Superfoods, they got good stuff. I'm not a doctor, okay? We're just trying to see if the snacks taste good. That's why we're here. Team greedy all the way. Y'all already know. Okay, what else do we need for this recipe? We need 2 tablespoons of butter. So I'm going to use my plant butter. If you can have the Land O'Lakes, have some for me, okay? I got a dairy-free butter. And I know it's not the same, but that's why I'm your substitute teacher, okay? You all can do this with the full flavor recipes. I think they did the full flavor recipe as well. All right. What else do we need? 3 medium mushrooms. I love it. So I placed an order. Since we used up all of our mushrooms in that mushroom, creamy mushroom. Oh my gosh, y'all, look at this parsley. We're going to garnish with parsley, but look at it. It's so beautiful. Come back in a couple days, see what it looks like. But look at this beautiful parsley. I wish it could stay like that all the time. Even when I put it in water, I'm just not good with the herbs, y'all. But this Italian flat leaf parsley, that's going to be our garnish because it looks pretty and we all eat with our eyes first. And then, of course, I ordered some cilantro. That's not needed for this recipe. I just like it. So we need 3 mushrooms. So we're going to take out the mushrooms. One of y'all likes these baby bellas. So we'll clean 3 of these off and chop them up. So far, we're vegan. Hello, Camilla. If we got any vegan scholars. For the meatitarians, pork roast for you. All right. So we can have our vegan rice and then put the pork roast on top. I spilled some oil, y'all. Get myself greased up. Laugh at me or don't laugh at me. That stuff's expensive. All right. Anyway, focus. All right. Next, we need a quarter cup of sliced almonds. I almost bought some sliced almonds until I saw these struggle almonds in the pantry. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to take a quarter cup is like a handful. I'm just going to take out some of the, maybe like this much, the struggle almonds. I know one of the kids put that in there, all janky and whatnot. So we'll chop up some almonds really quick on the cutting board, and we'll use those for our almonds. That'll give us, in the recipe, they said it gives you kind of like a nuttiness and almost like, you know, when you bite into wild rice and it has those crispy bits, it kind of gives you those crispy bits texture. Hello, Talus. Hello, JT Coin Rings. Hello, Unknown. Christina says, can you put foil in the air fryer? Yes, ma'am. I do it all the time to line the drip tray and to cover food. Absolutely. No problem. All right, what else do we need? We got almonds, and then it says a half of a cup of chicken broth. Of course, you can buy chicken broth, but this came in the giveaway box. So we've got some chicken bouillon. You can make your own chicken broth from chicken bouillon. I don't know if y'all know that. It's literally just a teaspoon and a cup of hot water. So let me go ahead and get the hot water now so we can make our own chicken broth. And that way you can portion it out and just make what you need. Also, in a pinch, those little ramen packs that we always seem to have lying around, you can use that to make a beef broth, a chicken broth, or whatever you need. Hello, Derek. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to get the Keurig ready. Because to make the chicken broth, we need like a hot boiling water so it will dissolve, okay? So let's get some water in here. All right, I'm just gonna pour this in the Keurig. Yes, I use the coffee maker for hot water. Look, I'm thinking about y'all. We got scholars everywhere. Some of y'all travel. We got truckers. We got nurses. We got business people. We got military. We got people all over. You may not have access to a gourmet kitchen. So for research purposes, we use everything. Jurgen's giving me the thumbs up. All right. So we're going to make our own chicken broth, and then the seasonings, we need garlic powder. And this is a first, y'all. It says a quarter teaspoon of dried parsley. I don't know if I've ever seen a recipe that calls for dried parsley. I have it, and that's what we use in a pinch because I always try to give y'all fresh, but we're gonna put some dried parsley inside the wild rice and then put some fresh parsley on top for that beautiful pop of green. Y'all know you like it. Garlic powder. Is it around here? I move so much stuff, y'all. So I have some parsley flakes, so you can buy parsley in the seasoning aisle as well in a pinch. I mean, come on, y'all. If you were going to put parsley as a garnish, you can have. Why doesn't this ever charge, y'all? Sorry, TikTok. I don't want y'all to stop. Oh. 1 second. It's saying low battery. Sometimes I feel like I plugged it in, but maybe I didn't have it plugged in all the way. Okay. So, I mean, which one do you want? This parsley or this parsley? But the recipe calls for dried parsley. So we got it. Let's get the garlic powder. I know I have some. Oh, golly. What did they say? If it was a snake, it would have bit me. Garlic powder. And then salt and pepper to taste. All right, so we'll put a little salt and pepper. I need to fill my other pepper grinder because these are not a match. All right, so we got to do a little bit of prep. We're going to cut up 3 mushrooms. So I'll just take out 3, rinse them, and chop them up. Of course, if you're doing your meal prep, you could chop up the whole thing, which I probably should do. Keep them in a container. When you have time, if you're just watching TV or doing whatever you do, go ahead and chop up your vegetables if you want to do that. That way you can have them ready to go. Top it on a pizza. Put it in an omelet. Saute it up, all right? I'm bad about just taking out what I need and then it's gone bad. We need to chop up the almonds. We need to make some chicken broth. So let's get the cutting board out and do a little bit of prep, and then literally we're just going to cook it on the skillet. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Jurgen is here for the meat. I know. Your pork loin is on the way. Christina wants the fresh parsley. I love giving y'all fresh. Christina says, I'm going to do low fat instead of low carb. Seems to work better for me. Y'all, please, by all means, everything works. All that matters is, can you stick with it after you meet your goal? So if you're doing something that you hate, you're going to look to get off of it. So that's why I'm over here trying to make snacks that I can eat, that I want to eat, using ingredients I have to eat. So I support you 100%. All right, so let's start with the mushroom. We're going to get 3 mushrooms. That's what the recipe says. Some people say don't wash the mushrooms. You're just supposed to pat them dry or pat them whatever. Look, I'm washing them. They just came out of the earth. And I know God made dirt. Dirt don't hurt, but still, I'm rinsing them off. All right, so we're going to get the 3 big ones because I'm greedy. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So let's get a little bowl. And I'm just going to wash these well, get the dirt up off of them. Then once they're wet, I mean, if you just want to they're kind of delicate, so you can kind of wipe them dry, but don't wipe too hard because you'll start to scrape them up. All right, so we got one. This one still's got the little earthy bits I'm going to be cutting off, but it's fine. Oh, wiping too hard. Maybe the good stuff is in the skin, like a potato, apple, all of that. So it says slice the mushrooms and almonds and then add them to a pan with butter. Don't mind if I do. All right, so we're gonna cut this up and 1/4 cup almonds. All right, so let's give, I like sliced mushrooms. I don't know if anybody cares about the shape. All right, let's move this here so everybody can see. All right, so I'm just going to take off this little tip. I don't know, probably won't hurt you, but I'm not trying to fool around and find out. How about that? All right, so let's give our mushrooms a nice little slice. You can also buy sliced mushrooms if you have more time than money. Slice it yourself. If you got more money than time, buy it sliced. And I love cutting up fruits and vegetables because it just makes the volume bigger, so it makes you feel like you're eating more. You could pick up an apple and eat it, but if you cut it into slices, maybe it's just because you have to chew more, and I don't know. Maybe because you have to chew more, it makes you tired of eating faster and more satisfied. I'm making it up. I don't know. I'm struggling. Y'all can tell. I like to eat. We got Lisa. She says, good morning. Sounds so good. I think so. We're going to give it a try, y'all. So we're slicing these 3 mushrooms. And then we're going to slice up the almonds. All right. So these are baby portobellas. You can use whatever mushroom you like. One of y'all don't like mushrooms. I can't remember which one it is. I know y'all like what you like. Look, I try to meet everybody's needs, but look. This is what we got going on today. If you don't like mushrooms, maybe saute some onions. If you don't like onions, maybe saute some peppers. I'm just here to give y'all inspiration. Have it your way, Burger King. Erin Laura from Canada says, good afternoon, Maggie in class. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, my dear. All right, so we have some mushrooms cut up. 3 mushrooms, so that's done. We'll cut the rest of those. And then next is the almonds, okay? You can buy them sliced. I'm gonna try and do them myself. Hopefully I don't make a huge mess. Now, when it comes to little portions of things like this, we're gonna put these in a little container. Measure first and then chop. If you just go to chopping everything, and the recipe only calls for a 1/4 cup. So here's my little janky 1/4 cup with the reflection of my phone. This is all that we need, right? So just a handful. So measure your almonds in here first, if I can get them out. So you know what your portion is, and then take it out and chop. That way you don't waste or overeat. I can understand why. All right, so we got almondy. All right, so now we have measured our almonds. So we're gonna chop these up. If you have like one of those choppers, I used to, I don't know what happened to it. Maybe I donated it. We're just gonna go in with the knife while they splatter everywhere. Sounded like a good idea at the time. Hello, test. Lisa says, I'm sorry, Christina says, I sent you the mushroom recipe. The one that we did with the meatballs, or a different one? I don't mind. Y'all can spam me with recipes, depending on if I have some of the ingredients or most of the ingredients. Determines how quickly I'll make it. All right, y'all. So we're just kind of chopping up these almonds so that when we cook them in the rice, it gives you that crispy bits for wild rice. Yeah, Lisa said not her. She's the no sausage gal. Y'all know who you are. Everybody got a preference. Everybody got a preference, what you like, what you don't like. I'm just over here. I'm just on snacks. Oh, Christina sent a mushroom air fryer recipe. We also have, there's one in my cookbook. The link is at teachablemomentswithmaggie.com. Mushrooms are great. We talked about that. You can do stuffed mushrooms pretty easy. If you want to do like a nice savory mixture, you can do like cream cheese or melting cheese, some herbs and stuff in there. Hello, MAB, and hello, Simply. And you just basically get it into like a little paste and then spoon it into the mushroom cap. Pop off the stem, scoop out the middle, and use that as the container for your cream cheese, for whatever filling you want to use. Y'all, this is hazardous. Almost done. You can also do a wonderful like pizza stuffed mushroom, meaning like get your pizza ingredients, put your sauce, your cheese, whatever, and put them up underneath the air fryer. Everything's already cooked, so you just put it in there until it's brown and bubbly. Lisa says the choppers are a pain to clean. It's just easier to chop. Yeah, unless you have one that can go in the dishwasher. I used to have one of those that, you know, like the slap chop. But, all right. So maybe one more pass. We're just getting these. Sliced almonds probably would have been better. But I thought, oh, I can slice them myself. We got Latasha here. Hello. Not for the first time. She says, happy Wednesday, Maggie and classmates. Happy Wednesday. All right, I'm just going to whack it kind of hard. Gonna find pieces of almond. Okay, I think we're good. So a 1/4 cup of almonds falling on the floor. So we're just gonna cook this down with the rice, okay? If you don't like almonds, I don't know, walnuts, I don't know, pecans, maybe you can omit the nuts. Let me get a bigger container. Just for a little bit of texture. Y'all know I'm team texture. You all can see how the the volume has really increased once we cut it. Got almonds over here. All right, I think that's it. I'll chop the parsley towards the end. I just want it to sit there big and beautiful looking at me. All right, so we have our chopped up almonds. Now, chicken broth, and that's it. All right, so our little rough chop is ready. Hello, Naturally Tensa. Thank you so much for being here. So I'm just gonna move this. We need to make chicken broth. Let's see how much. I think just a half cup. So we'll bring this back in a moment. All right. All right, so let me just clean up since we got exploding almonds. All right, now we need to make chicken broth. I'm making it. If you can, if you have the pourable kind, that's fine. So the recipe calls for a half a cup of chicken broth. So I have this chicken bouillon, and it says here to make your own chicken broth. Y'all probably have this in your pantry. 1 teaspoon of bouillon into 1 cup of boiling water. So let's turn on the Keurig. All right, so we're gonna do a half portion. So let's just we'll do the little gravy boat. And we only need a half teaspoon. If you need a whole cup, do 1 teaspoon. All right, so we're going to do the half. And let's go in here to the bouillon. This is gonna be the liquid that we cook with. We're gonna do this on the stove top. So again, if you're just joining, we're just doing the rice today. If this works well, we're gonna add on to this. Maybe we'll do gravy tomorrow. We got pork loin tonight. All right, oh, it smells so good. If you like savory. So going in with a half teaspoon. Putting that in my little gravy boat. Boiling water from the Keurig. Let's measure that. So we're gonna get a half a cup. Let me see. And I'm just gonna stir with a chopstick. All right, so we got our half cup. All right, let's just stir with a spoon. If you're trying to cut calories, especially in the winter time, just a simple chicken broth, heat it up like a soup. You can sip on this. Those little seasoning packs that the boys always have lying around for those ramen, you can just mix that with hot water and sip on it and make a nice little broth to satisfy you. Sometimes I do that if I don't want to eat yet. All right, so I'm just gonna give this a taste. Now, interesting, I'm like, whoa, no flavor, 0 salt. I'm gonna put some salt in this. My plan, I don't have to worry about salt. I just have to worry about sugar. So, you know, I'm going to salt it up. But you can get regular chicken broth, low sodium chicken broth, all kind of stuff. All right. So it has that savory chicken flavor, but it doesn't have the salt, obviously. Let's give this a try. Much better. Okay. I think we're ready to cook. So let's move everything. Let's get our cooktop out. And we are going to make this rice pilaf. All right. All right, so let's plug this up. All right, what does it say? Slice mushrooms, almonds, and add them to a pan with butter on medium-high heat. We're gonna do medium because the cooktop gets hot. 2 tablespoons of butter. So I'm using plant butter. Use the butter that works for you. Y'all know I am not the food police. All right. So I'm going to stay dairy free. Shout out to our vegans. So let's cut off 2 tablespoons of plant butter. which is the nice thick pat. All right, just made a little marking. I'm gonna cut down. All right, so we've got our butter. Let's get a non-stick skillet and turn this on medium. All right, add the butter and the almonds and the mushrooms. Okay. I always like getting things from these little small containers. Makes me feel like it's a real cooking show. Y'all know it ain't. All right. Somebody would have had all this prepared. This is not that. All right. We do everything from scratch. All right. So this is going to cook down. Hello, Ebony. Good to see you, my dear. Hello, Flex. And hello, Lachey. All right. So I'm going to get a spatula to start stirring that up. Mom says clean as you go. All right, so our butter is melting. I probably would have melted the butter first and then put the other stuff in, but I'm doing it their way, all right? So step number 1, slice mushrooms, mushrooms and almonds, add them to a pan with butter on medium-high heat. Oh, it smells good, y'all. Of course, it smells nutty. It smells buttery. Kind of smells mushroomy. Lisa, is your cookbook digital only? You know what? It is for now, but you're not the first person to ask. If you would inbox me, I'm happy to print it out and if you want me to sign it and ship it to you, I'm happy to. But yeah, right now the cookbook is a digital download because you get 3 things. You get the recipe. I actually took down to write down the recipe. Took time to write it out. And let me get my little spoon brush. I don't know where it is. I'll just use a paper towel. And you have obviously a picture of the finished product. Erin Laura's laughing at me. And there's a link to a video of me making it. Easy E says, love it. It's a real cooking show. Absolutely. Easy E has diabetes. Well, this is a low sugar meal for you. All right. Yes, it's a real cooking show. That's what I do every day. If y'all are new here, welcome. So there's a link to the video in there that you can click on. I'm working with my editor, 10 Plus Sounds, shout out, to condense the videos because, you know, the live streams, y'all know I go on and we have fun. But I can absolutely get you on. So just inbox me, either Facebook or Instagram. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher on all platforms. Or, let me bring this down so y'all can see, or Maggie, the substitute teacher at gmail.com because I will forget. All right, so this is doing its thing. Number 2, once mushrooms are soft, add hemp seeds, chicken broth, and seasoning to the pan. Mix well and turn the heat to medium-low. Okay, I think the mushrooms are looking kind of soft and buttery. So that's looking good. Y'all know I want to taste it. Greedy? For research purposes. Watch me burn my mouth on the butter. All right, we need to measure out the hemp seeds. So let's turn this down a little bit. Focus, Maggie. A whole cup of hemp seeds. All right, so again, never used these before. Order these online. This is our rice substitute, hemp seeds. Is it gonna work? I don't know. I don't ever know. But y'all keep coming back to find out. All right, so let's open this. We gotta get in here and taste it. So excited. If this can work, y'all, for all of the holidays and everything coming up where you have all those starchy sides, this could be a substitute. It's giving me kind of like quinoa couscous kind of vibes, all right? So just so you all can see, this is our cup of hemp seeds. All right, this looks incredible. I'm gonna get another tasting spoon because I'm greedy. Oh yeah, it's nice and toasted and brown. All right. Let's get in here, taste a little bit. Buttery brown, almondy. Hopefully it don't burn me. Nutty and good. Okay, sorry, a little extra. Add the hemp seeds. That seems like a lot, y'all. I don't know. 1 cup of hemp seeds, right? Yes. And chicken broth. Let me just stir this up again because it settled a little bit. We made our own chicken broth over here dancing the jig. Time for the percolator. It's time for the percolator. It's time for the percolator. Okay, focus, Maggie. I get excited, y'all. And the seasoning. What seasoning? Oh, garlic powder. All right. 1/2 teaspoon. I'm over here doing my thing. 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. Oops. We're going to get in there. Turn the temperature down low if you need to, so you don't burn. Over here dancing, 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 dancing. All right. Got the clean 1/2 teaspoon out of the sink. All right. Garlic powder. And then we got to do salt and pepper. And then the 1/4 teaspoon parsley, dried parsley, which is interesting, but that's okay. So just 1/2 of that. That's a little bit more than 1/2. Dried parsley, giving us very earthy fall. Let's go with the pepper and salt. Running low. All right, now let's turn this back up to medium low and mix it all up. All right, so I'm just gonna mix. All right. Aaron Laura's dancing. Hello, Koya says hello. Hello, only 10. Good to see you. Aaron Laura's dancing. I'm dancing too. Okay. Mix well, turn heat to medium low. So I have this on a 3. We'll call that medium low. Once you're happy with the consistency, turn off the pan and serve. All right, y'all. So really just the hot chicken broth, it just absorbs already. So let's start cleaning up. We'll chop up a little bit of parsley for a garnish and we are done. All right. So I'm going to taste it. Let's just move everything out of the way. I'm going to taste it, make sure we like the seasoning, and then we'll put a little bit on a plate. So today I'm just doing this keto rice, and I'm not going to eat all of it. Maybe tomorrow we'll save some and do a gravy. I found a gravy recipe. No flour, no cornstarch. And then, of course, the pork loin is doing its thing. All right, so let's give this a taste. Just gonna go in here with a little bit of mushroom, a little bit of I like it, but it's very good. It would be an excellent side. It's very earthy. Y'all know how like rice, and maybe I'm just used to eating white rice, but you know how rice is kind of light? I probably would go less on the garlic because it's already got a lot of earthy flavor on its own. What else? I'm just cleaning up. And since we did portobello mushrooms, which are the dark, rich mushrooms, kind of earthy in flavor, I would probably do a white mushroom, just a lighter mushroom, because these hemp seeds, I don't know what it is, but it's already got like a very rustic kind of flavor to it, if that makes sense. So let's chop up a little bit of fresh parsley just for a garnish, but you all can see. So it's a great healthy side. You know, I'm sure it'll keep you fuller longer, all that good stuff. Y'all know I'm not a doctor. All right. Christina says yum. Yeah, so for my first attempt, I made it their way. Really, really good. Let me put a little bit on a plate, and let's chop up a little bit of parsley. Wait, do I have the... We can use a little bit of this one that's already chopped up. I try to keep these at an hour. All right, so let's just move our cooktop. Get ready for our picture. Put a little bit on a plate. All right. So that's how they serve theirs. Let's see, what does the thumbnail look like? All right, we just need a white plate with a little bit of parsley. Oh, you know what? I should have saved a few almonds. That would have been good. Save a few almonds for the garnish. I can grab some off the cutting board. All right, small plate. That's always a good hack. Save some of the ingredients for garnish. That just makes it look nice. People like to see what they're eating. So let's go in here. It's good though. The flavor is good. I would just do a little bit less garlic, and I like garlic. I would do a white mushroom instead of a portobello, just so it's a little bit lighter in flavor. If you like those like hearty, like earthy kind of flavors, then you'll love it. But if you're trying to compare it to like a regular rice pilaf or a seasoned rice pilaf, it's going to be a little bit, you know, forward on the earthiness. But am I going to eat it? Absolutely. All right. So we have our rice here. Let's go in with a little bit of parsley, and I'll do a little bit on the sides as well. Tear off. And then let me see if I can scrape up some almonds from the cutting board that flew away. I should have saved some. I just get excited and I use everything. All right. Scraped up a few almonds, just so people can see kind of on the top a little bit of the crunch. All right. So let's take some pictures and then we'll take a taste. You love the honesty. Thank you for the feedback. I would like a little bit more heat. So I'm going to serve it and take pictures like this. This is what we were trying to make for those of you on Instagram and TikTok. So we made it. I'm going to put some like chili oil or maybe like some hot sauce or something on it, because it's just very, very savory and it's good. But just, I always give you all my honest feedback, but this could be an excellent substitute for rice. Latasha's giving me the heart eyes. It looks beautiful. Thank you. Hello, Black girl. Thank you so much. Oh, Black Dragon. Y'all, I can't see. No rules in cooking. I'm glad you found this. Yes. I stream every day, usually noon Eastern, because I'm in Atlanta, and then another like 5 p.m., but today will be 8 p.m. So I'm trying to do better on TikTok, y'all. All right, let's take some pictures, and we'll take a taste. Then I'm going to put some chili oil on it. Or you could do sriracha, or you could do hot sauce, because I like heat. And I think that'll just brighten it up a little bit, because it's very rustic by itself. All right. Oh, I found some more almonds on the counter. Y'all don't judge me. I'm so... All right. Let's get our pictures in here. Y'all know what I'm doing. No, that didn't go in this. Okay. For tagging purposes. So again, like I always tell y'all, this is how my channel started. I used to just cook these experiments on my own, and then people would say, Maggie, did you make that? Yes, I made that. So now when y'all see this stuff posted, get up on it, get up on your food. Oh, it's not showing. Take some pictures with the flash, without the flash. It's a beautiful presentation. And let's take some. And we'll take a quick video. All right. For our reels, and then we'll be done. All right, so today we made the hemp seed version of the wild rice pilaf mix. We have some almonds and mushrooms on here. We have chicken broth. We have some parsley as a garnish and some garlic powder, salt and pepper. Enjoy. All right, everyone. So let's take a combined bite. Not bad. First attempt. And you know what else I would probably put on here? Green onion. I would probably do half onion, half mushroom in that little saute and then garnish with green onion. I just feel like it needs to be lifted up a little bit. Let's get a fork or a spoon or whatever. But first attempt. Looks delicious. Thank you. Yes, Christina, have a blessed day. Looks tasty though. Let's get in here. Let's get some mushroom. Let's get some hemp seeds, whatever those are, some almonds. It's really good. The first bite was kind of like, wow, that's strong. Chili oil for me. Completely optional. Or hot sauce. I think with some meat, shout out to our meatitarians, it would be an excellent size. So I'm just gonna go in here and get a little bit of chili oil and drizzle it on there. That's what I like. Shout out to our African, Asian, Caribbean, everybody who likes a little heat on their food. Now I'm gonna go in here with this spoon. Hold up. Oh yeah. The crunchiness of the almonds. Ooh, I'm getting a little fire. Oh yeah. All right, y'all. Okay, now my nose is running. I got a date with a plate. Ooh yeah. Green onion would bring it up a little bit. So y'all see we try it for the first time their way. So I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna save that. I got another idea for tomorrow. Any recipes I recommend without adding salt? Gosh, you can do so much without salt. You can make this without salt. If you're just not going to do salt, I would add extra seasonings. So garlic powder, onion powder, pepper, whatever else, because you still want a good flavor. There's so many. That's chicken bouillon we use with salt free. So many options. All right, y'all. Some green onion on this. Oh, let's see. You can make it heartier. Maybe add a slice of avocado. I'm just thinking about all of our vegetarian scholars. You know, just a little green onion in here, a little spring onion. Give you that zippiness. This is how my mind goes. Now, you could make this plain without the mushrooms. Do fried rice. Do your egg and your soy sauce and sesame oil. All of that, y'all. Possibilities are endless. But yes, this has been approved. So we have a substitute for rice. You always overthink your recipes. I understand. Start with the basics and then layer on one thing at a time. All right, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and let you have your Wednesday afternoon back. I'll be back online with Luke Casely tonight, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter for another Ask Us Anything. So if you have any questions, you can definitely put them in the chat or talk to us live. We got so much coming up, you all. Some free classes. The Elegance Boot Camp is going to be in November. And then in October, we have the hosting class. Registration is open. Link is at teachablemomentswithmaggie.com, as well as the feminine movement, walking in heels, all that SEXY, being feminine. We're going to have a ballroom dancer teach us how to move like a lady. So much good stuff is coming. Thank you all so much for being here. Erin Lawrence is dancing. Yeah, green onion is excellent. Delish, thank you. Mrs. Dash, salt-free seasoning. So you can use Mrs. Dash for salt-free. Ooh, Easy E says get cray cray and throw some blackened salmon on this. Yeah, we've got a pork loin going. Y'all can think of different proteins to put on this. Put your salmon, sounds incredible. I think fish would be really good because that fishiness would kind of bring up some of the earthiness of this rice. You could do chicken if you want something milder. You could do, a steak if you want to keep it really rustic. But I really like the fish option because I think I'm going to hit it with some sesame oil. This is why I need to stop. The mushrooms are soft and buttery, and the almonds give you that texture. All right, y'all. I got a date with a plate. Thank you so much, TikTok. Class is dismissed. I'll see you all in the next one. I'll try and upload this if I can. All right. Thank you so much, Instagram. Class is dismissed. See you all on the next one. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Thank you so much. See you all tonight with Luke Hazley. I think it's at 8 p.m. It's already up, so you can turn on your notifications. Thank you all.